Chris. Chris will bring you reaction later in the day here on 5 Live Sport. And one other piece of rugby news, if you missed it from earlier, the Wales and British Irish Lions prop Adam Jones has retired from international rugby. He made 95 appearances for Wales. He won 3 Grand Slams. So few players have done that, of course. He was left out of Wales' Six Nations squad. And because of that, has decided to call it a day. Great personality, great player. He will be a loss to Wales on the international stage, no doubt about that. If you missed it a few minutes ago, Fabian Delph signs a new 4.5-year contract at Aston Villa, taking us all a little bit by surprise. Not involved today. Villa Bournemouth just getting underway. You can hear that live on 5 Live Sports Extra. Here on 5 Live, we'll bring you Brighton against Arsenal later in the company of David Pleat and Steve Wilson. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Steve, well... Hello, Jonathan. It hasn't been a bad weekend, has it?
It's been a marvellous weekend, hasn't it? I was commentating at the Abbey Stadium on Friday and left in the cold of Cambridge after that game thinking story of the weekend, story of the round, and, 24 hours later everyone had forgotten about it. Extraordinary, David, yesterday.
Yeah, quite extraordinary for so many results to be so against the odds on the same day. I don't think we've ever seen anything like it. We've seen very good non-league teams over the years, upseat league teams, the likes of Yeovil, Leatherhead, Sutton, Wimbledon at Leeds, as Steve reminded me before the game. So, but we've never seen really, a team go to a top Premier League side with the wealth that's in the Premier League at the moment and do what happened yesterday. I think it was remarkable.
And Jonathan, David, said they were all at home. That's the extraordinary thing about it as well, wasn't it? City were at home, Southampton were at home. I know that was an all-Premier League game, but, Chelsea were at home. Chelsea were 2-0 up.
I think there's an unpredictability too in this round at the moment. As I get nearer to Wembley, it'll be probably slightly stronger combinations. There is a tendency to rotate, particularly in the cup games, to give some of the players, the main players, a relief from the league work.
The principle of English votes for English laws at Westminster on issues that don't affect Scotland. But she's repeated that SNP MPs should be able to vote on big tax, spending and NHS decisions in the House of Commons because they would impact on Scotland. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe says his focus is now on securing the release of the remaining Japanese hostage after another was apparently murdered by...
She's 7, and in 1937.
Cloudy and damp as it progresses.
Dion Ellis from Great Bar. I've got 150 quid for you. Dion says she's a single mum.
One testament of youth. I'll be joined by Debbie Wiseman, who's composed the music for Wolf Hall, the television adaptation of Hilary Mantel's award-winning book. I'll also play some Hall of Fame favourites for inspiration when you vote in the poll. But we'll start off with a former guest in the Culture Club on the podium.
reports that the M1...
Now, please can you play anything from 8?
But now I've come back again.
Chasing long enough with people leave. Baby, what you know, wanna lose your honor.
You'll wait 50 seconds, Reverend. Take you over to the cup tomorrow once it's...
Et le plus durablement. Ex-grand porteur au Figaro, Patrick de Saint-Exupéry ne se contente pas d'exercer son métier, il le pense. Sa réflexion, c'est les réflexions.
Bristol City get themselves a free kick in their penalty area. First time today, though.
Prime Minister Shinzo Abe says he believes a video that appears to show the
in terms of how they can do against the bigger sides in the Premier League, with regards to where they finish. But again, the FA Cup this year has got to be a serious, got to be taken seriously, which it is. Obviously, with the side that Allardyce has put out today.
Here's Valencia trying to run forward for West Ham. Carroll takes over. Little pass sideways to Noble. Noble was wanting Downing to run inside from the right there. He didn't make that move. So Bristol City have broken up play. Bristol City 0, West Ham 0. Villa and Bournemouth is goalless. Full commentary coming up on Brighton Arsenal from 4 o'clock here on 5 Live. And to be followed by 6:06, and tomorrow night we've got Rochdale against Stoke to finish the FA Cup 4th round ties, and the 5th round draw will be live tomorrow in 5 Live Sport at 7:20, also on the One Show on BBC One. But there's a few replays to come ahead of that 5th round. Manchester United, Cambridge, of course, Bolton, Liverpool, Fulham, Sunderland, Sheffield United, Preston. Bristol City play the ball back to their goalkeeper Frank Fielding in front of the Attio stand, named after one of Bristol City's greatest ever servants, John Attio, who played over 600